What's going on, everybody? What's up? What's up? Let's get this Trickster leveled up a little bit. It's a little challenging right now. I don't really have good gear. Why, I got all trash gear. Let me rephrase that. It's not I don't have good gear. It's I've got all absolute garbage. Let me look real quick though. We actually got a T11 Tumblr alert. Let me see if I got any maps before I even bother switching over. Yeah, I actually got a bunch of the maps. Let me do this Tumblr alert real quick. And then we'll get going, on the Trickster here. The Trickster is not as visually pleasing as I thought it was going to be, so I'm thinking I need to switch over to Power Siphon. Alright, so it's T11 Crimson Township, and you got to have monster variety. So we're going to have to re-roll this until we get monster variety here. I desperately need some more chaos, though. So you're looking like it can't be inhabited by animals or whatever. It has to say contains a variety of monsters. There we go. Area has increased monster variety. Increased number of rares. Very nice. Alright. Well, let's just throw some of these in. I don't think I have... Yeah, I don't have any more strongbox scarabs. I got one pack size. Let's throw some of those in there too. And then we want to choose, we want to get some strong boxes, so let's go ambush. And this should give me rollers. It did, but it's all the way at the bottom. Very low density. I didn't see that on the alert. This might not be worth doing. Well, I mean, we'll do it once and see how it goes. There's nothing that increases pack size, so that's kind of unfortunate. But it'll still be, I mean, the worst thing that could happen is I get maybe, what, 30, 40 chaos out of the deal. Getting an encoding overload for some reason. That's weird. Don't need all those jewelers. Just need Rolly Boys. Where you at, Rolly Boys? Said low pack density. There's some. Pack density wasn't terrible. I mean, it wasn't good, but I've seen lower. We'll see what I get. We need to go back up this way first and then come back around.
Cannot do this yet.
Not getting any rollers out of the strongbox. That's a bummer. I blew a bunch of orbs of fusing last night on a junk chess piece. I kind of wish I wouldn't have, because they are pretty expensive. This league. There's a Diviners. Nothing good. And Hunter's Resolve, I guess, is decent. Couple of chaos, anyway. I feel like I may have took a wrong loop. But, I mean, we'll get it all cleared. I'll have to backtrack a little. This is going to come back around to where I started, I believe. So the ice spinner, right now, like, I can't do anything higher than probably... I don't know, I probably cap out at about tier 3 at the moment, but I'm in literal absolute garbage gear. I've got, like, the basics of the build put together, but I really need to get to level 85 to see a little bit more of the type of power I'll get. And then I'll kind of see if... I mean, right now I'm leaning towards swapping over to Power Siphon, but we'll see how it goes. In the meantime, we'll take some free chaos. Some extra exalts are never a bad thing either. And an escapee. These guys will roll, man. They will roll all over the damn place. So I'm going to have to track that one down. Yeah, I'm going to have to track that one down before I see if I get a repop. There it is. The fodder currency, man, it's so expensive because of these little rolly ball chaos events. I'm hoping I catch a good divine one. What's up, Mr. Bambi? How you doing? I'm doing good, man. I am so jonesing for Path of Exile 2 now. We got that DD2 update next week, too, which will be good fun. No, yeah, this was a dead end, so I was actually at the end of the road here. So that's probably just about all the mobs, huh? 16 left. I'm not going to bother hunting for 16. Let's see what I got out of the deal. 20, 40, 50 chaos. It's not good, but it's still 50 chaos. Put that there. Let's try one more roll on it. Recently recovered from pneumonia. Oh, wow. It's rough, dude. Hopefully you're feeling better. We have to roll this one till we get the monster, the variety of monsters. There we go. We got it right there. Rare numbers, elemental resist. That shouldn't matter for the low tier. All right, we didn't get a negative pack size, but it's just the bottom of the barrel. I'll do this one more, and then I'm going to switch over to the spinner. As soon as I get a better set of gear put together, I'll be able to use the spinner for this stuff. And I'm having terrible luck with the boxes, not getting any rolly balls out of the boxes. Crazy. Right. See if we can get us a blighted map. That'll be good for some leveling on the old spinner. We can get one to drop.
Let's see what this tower can really do.
Let's. I'm getting a little lagalicious here. Completely froze. That was weird. I think the servers might be having a little trouble with all the PoE 2 news and announcements yesterday. I would imagine they're probably getting hit pretty hard. Their store and whatnot. Because all of the early access packs are out for PoE 2 now. It was a very, very short one. Come on, give me a blighted map. Doesn't look like it wants to.
I cannot do this yet.
Nope. No blighted map for me that time. Boo! I think I'm gonna end up respecking back to blight though. I enjoy the blight way too much. I just did that wrong path thing again, didn't I? There's one rolly ball, really? Gotta be more up here. Huh. The hell? One by itself? A little weird. God dang it, it's not what I wanted to do. The hidden compartments, that's a good scarab. Definitely putting that one to use, we get a little better alert. Wow, man, this one, there is just none of them. Some of these lower tier ones, they're very suspect, and then you get them, I mean, we already knew it was going to be low pack density. Where do we want to go? Let's go. So we had some stuff down here too. Stack deck. Shaper Scarab, we'll take that. In case we need any more Shaper gear. Yeah, so anyway, the ice spinner, I'll go over the build here as soon as we get done with this one and swap over. But basically, it's all dipped around intelligence stacking and that ice storm ability that you get from the staff of annihilating light. So we've got it tied into some spin to win with some cyclone. And it looks like that was it. Man, that one was really bad. Because there's more than 50 monsters remaining. Where'd I miss the 50? As low of chaos as it's been, there's not a bunch of them in here, is there? No, there's nothing in here. Just the boss. I'm not going to bother looking around for it. We're just going to chalk that one up as a dud. That was not even a stack. Wow. Throw these in the fodder container. In fact, we can run out there real quick and get our disenchanting. Get some goodies set up in the disenchanting.
Have anything for us to disenchant?
Yeah, I probably got
it's
something.
you.
Oh shit, I forgot to grab it.
Why, hello.
What do we got? Not much.
Oh, it's you. Onward and upward.
See how much longer we got on this guy. Another 4 hours still. Wow. Thought it had been longer than that. Apparently not.
Exile.
Dump off. Oh, we're out of gold. That's why.
That will do nicely.
And then let's swap over to our ice spinner. So I need to get 10 more levels. 10 more levels is going to be huge for me. And I will show you why here. So it's all based around this Whispering Ice Vial staff. Grants level 1 Ice Storm ability. So, of course, we got that tied into... Oh, I am too, Sam. Cast while channeling. And then Cyclone. And then all of these support gems. Power Charge on crit, Inspiration, Concentrated Effect, Increased crit damage. In fact, I almost feel like instead of that conk effect, I should be using something else. Anyway, we're basically freezing them up. So as we spin around, the freezing goes down. Additionally, we're cursing on hit. We've only got 1 HP, but we're immune to chaos damage, which means there's no point in having a healing flask. Our mana's bottomed out, so no point in having a mana flask. So we can go full flasks across the board. I do have all these automated. We got crit strike chance with additional elemental resists. We got armor with increased crit strike chance. We got elemental resist with energy shield leech. We got spell suppression with evasion. And then we got evasion with avoid being stunned, which I would rather have something different. But anyway, we need to get to level 85. And the reason I need to get to level 85 is this is all about intelligence stacking. And we're here. And I need to get 10 more points to be able to use this jewel socket, which is going to give me a massive amount more intelligence because I'm going to use these split personality gems in both of them. So yeah, we're at that stage. Just need the levels. And see, Lava Lake, there's a lair. Grab all those goodies. Let's see what we get here. 20% less cooldown recovery. Yeah, that one's probably fine. And we'll just leave that on the default here. So anyway, the whole theme is we spin and we freeze everything. And then the ice storm actually ends up hitting really, really hard. Once we get some more ints stacked. Still not very strong. And then, like, you end up... Why are my curses not applying there? seemed kind of weird. As you get powered up, you can end up getting like 2,500 int really easily. And then that makes this ice storm hit like an absolute truck. Additionally, I'm going to want to get a second one of these weapons and use the alternate slot. In fact, I should do that now and get the gems leveling. And then whenever you have a tanky mob or bosses or whatever, you swap weapons, quit spinning, and just manually cast. What's up, Ragor? Oh, yeah. I play a lot of PoE. I'm going to be playing the living crap out of PoE 2 here in a few weeks. So yeah, anyway, the thing that I dislike about it is, first off, you're locked into your movement speed. So, like, you can't even use a Quicksilver Flask or whatever. You just don't get any faster. Oh, hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. I actually started an entire new YouTube channel for it. I am going to be going very ham on PoE 2. There will not be much sleep on the 6th or 7th, that's for sure. So we're supposed to be applying curses here as we hit them with the Cyclone, which doesn't seem to be going off. Unless that's a modifier. It's not. I wonder why it's not working. That's the damage taken. That's their damage taken. Frostbite. Do I have Hex Touch in here? Yeah, I got Hex Touch. It should be applying Frostbite and Punishment. Maybe I need to separate these gem slots. Going to be a form of the Trial of the Ancients? You know what? I kind of hope it is. Speaking of, I need to get out and do... I don't like that whole Sanctum thing. That's literally the only thing I've seen so far that I am not a fan of. And I'm glad there's an out. I will probably be using the other system. I probably won't be using the Sanctum thing. It depends on your build, and I know like running Sanctum is super profitable in the current game, you know? And Ultimatum is scary as hell, but I do like the whole concept of Ultimatum a little bit better, so I mean, I will probably do most of mine through Ultimatum. Ooh, what do we have here? See, this is where having the weapon swap would be nice, killing these guys. There was nothing good in that blacksmith box? What? It's crazy. Gonna need to get some alterations and roll a gem or buy one. Anyway, it freezes up everything. It's a relatively safe build. This will be pain. Or no, this isn't the boss yet. Or it probably is, but... Because as soon as you get the dual weapon set up, your single target damage goes way up as far as boss killing goes.
My prey draws near. What a delicacy!
I'm not even going to bother going back in and killing that boss. I'm supposed to be leveling, not losing XP. Alright, so yeah, we want to come out to this jewel socket. Anyway, we're going to be using these jewels. 2 of them. Has 25% increased effect per allocated passive skill between it and your class's starting location. So, intelligence and armor. But if we look at the skill tree and how it's designed, we got a long way. These are going to be right out here. So they're going to pick up all of these passives all the way up and around and back and down over to here. And then basically we've just got everything else swapped over to intelligence. So we're using a lot of these fertile minds. Dex go into int. On all of these Trickster Dex nodes, basically. All the way across. And now we're using brute force there for the strength. Strength on this side, Dex on this side. It's debatable whether or not that's worth, though, because we're actually only using 1 point. Let me see something. If I look right now, I've got 1,300 intelligence. 1267. I mean, it's just debatable whether or not that's worth it. This is a fun build, fun to play spin to win build with too. And go cast while channeling and then summon those phantasms. Throw this in for the boys over in town. Yeah, I need to not die though. Dying is bad. Let's go dunes. If that means I don't fight the boss, it's worth not fighting the boss. Because I gotta get to level 85, you know? I'm 76 now. 9 levels to go. It just sucks I'm not killing very fast. So it just making for a slow grind at this point. I joined Gun last night and we did a bunch of breaches, and that was pretty good XP, and he's way OP for the breach type of stuff, so he blows the screens up. So I just have to basically sparkle on top of him, which that was pretty awesome. The scaling off of int is really, really good, though. I mean, I'll be just shredding once I can get over 2,000 intelligence and then get my crit chance and everything up. I mean, pretty much at this point, I've got like 2, maybe 3 pieces of gear that are going to be final pieces for the set. And everything else is just filler stuff just to get a little XP in, you know? Yeah, see, weapon swapping here is the way. And I don't know why my curses are not being applied. But they're clearly not being applied. I think it might be the way I have those sockets going. God, man, it's taking so long to get through these guys. I'm specced into the second chance of getting the second strongbox open, you know? Yeah, I gotta figure out my curse deal. I mean, there is no curses going out on these guys. And I'm thinking it's probably a problem because I've got a 6-link. Maybe I got stuff linked incorrectly or whatever. That guy's just not dying, huh? Or maybe something is leveled incorrectly. That's a possibility too. I'll look at it when we get back to the hideout here.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
But yeah, the downside is this is it as far as your movement speed. You're capped right here. You can't get faster. You won't go slower, but you can't get any faster than this. And it's one of the big downsides for sure. I should be applying them with Cyclone. We'll look at it when we get back. Like, as I run over and slap something... That was about it. Let's just get on back. As I run over and slap something... Oh! No, okay. I gotta have it linked to... So that's only going off. That's not right. So I need it linked to Frostblink. So what can I move out? For that ball of lightning there right now. Now they will go off. Oh shit, I can't have it in that piece. I could move these elements down. Well, we need that, that, and that in one item. Can't not have my auras. So where can this go? I can do one red there and get it set up right in that pretty easily. Alright, so there's that. Now all I have to do is dash through them. And it will apply. So that issue is resolved. Kind of need another blue here. But that one was a bitch to roll as it was. I think we'll leave Ball Lightning out of the build for the moment. So we got Hex Touch to Frostblink. That's resolved. We got Immortal Call and Frostbomb on cast when damage taken. We got Cold Snap on another cast when damage taken. These don't have to be linked because they're all supporting the staff itself. So all we're missing one thing. Let's see what we got. Overgrown Shrine. Give a tier 3 a whirl here now that we got curses going again. Less area of effect kind of sucks. You know what? How much are those leveling omens?
Ahoy there!
I wonder how expensive they are. Is it Brilliance? Ah, they're not that expensive. Probably 3 of them. Now, I want to use those strategically, though. Let's not have any of them in right now. I can leave that in there now in case I get wrecked. Actually, that one's never even going to proc. 25% life. I got 1 HP, so I'll never hit 25% life. What is my favorite build archetype? I really like totem builds. I really like spin to win builds, obviously. I like casual tanky builds like Righteous Fire. I like trap and mine builds or ballista type builds. I mean, overall, in most ARPGs, I almost always kind of migrate over to some sort of spin to win build. All right, let's check the curses now. We're cursing them. I don't have the proper anointment on my amulet, so I'm not actually getting the benefit of the 2 curses right now. I want, punishment and frostbite on them, of course, but it's an expensive, I'm not going to throw it on a junk amulet because the anointment I want has got 2 gold oils in the mix, which is quite expensive, and I've actually had really bad luck getting them.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
And Harbinger's at the what in here, huh? I need to get that second staff set up too in the weapon swap. It's just so slow anytime I get anything tanky. Cassia again. Yeah, I can enjoy a long range, I do generally will lean more towards casters than bow users. But I know bow users are just so incredibly powerful, Just so strong. Let's see if old Cassia will give me a blighted map here. Oh, for sure. Well, I mean, every league, it's always about the bow users, you know?
Do not let them reach the purification pump.
Oh, shit. I didn't see we had another side. God dang it. Oh, no. Rip blighted map. That is a big old face palm. I just need to get my levels, man. I would actually pay for a 5-way carry right now, but there's none going in this league. Since this is an alt, you know, I just want to get leveled up and start playing. Oh shit. Wait, see, what I need to do is time those Omen of Brilliance. So, like, leave a map when I'm about to level up. And then come back into a fresh map with an Omen of Brilliance and a whole new, fresh group of mobs. I shouldn't be ignoring all the loot, but...
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Yeah, I'm thinking Power Siphon's just going to be a way better option. I don't know. I mean, we'll see what happens when I hit 85. I've got all the legendary, or the unique gems and everything I need to finish the build. So I'll at least get to level 85 and see what I feel like the power level feels like. I do end up, not necessarily because I super enjoy the play style, because it actually gets a little tiring, but I end up starting SRS a lot of leagues too, just because it's such an easy to gear, usually relatively strong league starter. I end up starting SRS way too often, probably. What are you going to do in PoE 2? I'm thinking, I don't know, man. Monk or Mercenary, I think, for me. Oh, no. Oh, no. God damn it. RIP XP. SRS is a good, it's a good build for starters. I really like to do Blight a lot. And SRS just makes running those Blight maps super easy because you can just sit there and watch a movie or whatever and just hold right click on top of the pump after building a few towers, and, you know, it's just really good for it. And then, you know, Detonate. I mean, there's a lot of builds I like. Detonate Dead builds are super fun and crazy powerful. Want to deal with that guy? No, we don't. God damn it, man. How am I not learning my lesson here? Do not re-enter that fucking map. Good lord. Or at least not kill that. Try to kill that guy. Let's go to a freshie. I'm never going to level up if I keep going at this pace. Try a Fungal Hollow. Some of these lantern mods are just brutal, man. Now, Blight is confirmed for PoE 2. It's just not going to be there in early access. They've already confirmed that it will be in the launch version of the game. I'm pretty sure they did. I'll have to double check that, but I'm just about positive they confirmed Blight as one of the returning things. It's just not going to be in the early access. Well, yeah, but I mean, all the systems were merged and changed for literally every area. I mean, they could have gone back on that, too. When they said Blight was one of the mechanics they intend to add in, was over a year ago. I mean, they could have decided, screw Blight, which would suck, but they could have. It'll make me play more Blight in PoE 1 every league, if that's the case, though. Oh, for sure. Well, I mean, it's going to constantly change. It's going to change a lot through early access, too. That and the annoyance being through Delirium could potentially be just because Blight's not in the game yet, too. I mean, just like they're going to make us replay Act 1, 2, and 3 on hard mode because they don't have 4, 5, or 6 in yet. I mean, none of this, it's early access. Literally none of the systems, every system could be completely changed by launch. Some gem cutters is always nice. Yeah. And I mean, from early access, they're definitely tying it all in. Well, I mean, it's, like I said, that's not final. You can't judge anything that you see or that we know is happening for early access as being in the final game. Like, I mean, basic systems will be there. Like that huge mapping system and Delirium and all that. They'll be in the game. But as far as what tie-ins, literally every single thing could be different. It's not the launched game, you know. It's a beta. People don't call it beta anymore, but it's 100% a beta. I don't know. I don't even care. You know, I mean, there will be a reason to do everything, and then anything you don't like to do, you can always buy from another player. So I don't care what comes from where, but I do hope that Blight makes it in. And they confirmed before that it would, but that was a long while ago, you know, and things change. So I know it's not super popular now in PoE 1, so with that in mind, they may have just decided to oust it. Yeah, we're getting an awesome beta. A very robust beta, no doubt. But it's still a beta. You know? Everyone will still instantly dump it as soon as the next PoE 1 league starts. And go back to it. Because it is just a beta. I mean, I'm going to be playing the shit out of it, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that in a negative fashion. I am super, super stoked for it. Do I want to try a 4, or is that just asking for it? Use chance to block is not good. I did too. I mean, you want to end game to play. Then it gives them an opportunity to test it too. It is so weird I'm hitting all these encoding overloads today. I have no idea why. Haha. So maybe that wasn't a smart move.
Just need a moment to.
I could throw a bunch of domination scarabs in and get all pyloned up, maybe. Well, I mean, every game, yeah. That's the nature of gaming. Just how it is, for sure. Generally speaking, the campaign is the aspect of PoE in PoE 1 that I dislike the most about the entire game. I wish we didn't have to do it at all. Yeah, I don't know about this build, man. It's just not as visually pleasing as I anticipated. I was expecting to see like the ice storm all over the entire screen. I didn't realize it was going to be such a small area. Now I am using the concentrated effect, which I should maybe think about getting rid of. It's not very visually pleasing.
Living grip.
Man.
Living grip.
Wonder how long it'll take. It'll be days. It'll be within the first week, without a doubt. In every game that ever launches. That's just the way. I'm losing more than I'm gaining here. But I don't want to go down to tier 1 maps because they're just... Well, I don't have the weapon swap set up. What you're supposed to do is have 2 of them. And then weapon swap anytime you get to a tanky mob. But I don't have the second one set up yet. I mean, this character's got, like, no time invested into it at all. You know. This is the neglected alt.
Pleased with yourself.
Really, screw ourselves and go with a delirium too.
Slayer.
You enjoy the journey? I am the opposite. I absolutely hate the journey. I want the destination. I mean, I enjoy the final journey, I guess. Going from, like, being able to clear red maps to being able to super juice tier 17s. I enjoy that aspect of it, but getting to that point, to me, it's like watching paint dry. This stage where I'm at right now, like I said, I would very happily have bought a 5-way if there was any available. But there's just no one doing 5-ways in Necro Settlers, it seems.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Come on, you stupid harbinger, just die already. Thank you. That fracture is tier 2 armor roll. That's probably worthless. God damn it, man. That's like a whole XP bar I've lost on stream already. I haven't even been live an hour yet. This is just getting terribly frustrating. Depends to me. It depends on what happens with the economy. I really enjoy the get rich minigame. And if the get rich minigame has league mechanics that are fucking it up or whatever, then I usually don't play the league very long. I enjoy every ARPG out there, so I got no problem with dropping one and going to another for a short period. The second the enjoyment factor is gone, you know? Yeah, I might go for actually grinding on a Mage Blood one out of 10 seasons. I've got what on standard? I think I've probably got 3 of them out of all of the leagues I've played. And I've got probably maybe 5 headhunters. I definitely don't go for that every time. I just, you know, I'm married. I can't sit there and no life something. If I'm really, really enjoying it, then I'll find a way to to no life it to an extent, but well, it's just how many times do you want to go through the grind that it's the same grind every league is the thing. I'm more of a play it while you're having fun kind of guy. As soon as the fun stops and it turns into a full-time job, it's usually when I'm done with it. Unless I'm just really, really having a blast. It's a game, you know? It's one thing a lot of people miss. You know, hopefully one point I can focus my channels full-time on ARPGs, and then I'll no life that shit into the ground, because that'll be my job. And I'll, you know, like have my dream job. But until that day arrives, I am playing for enjoyment. That, and I'd like to remain married, you know? Kind of fond of the wife. Figure I married her and all, I might as well stick with her, you know?
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Last Epoch, I still do all the Diablo games, but those get shorter and shorter. Like a Diablo 4 season is like a week, and I've got every uber drop the game has to offer, and I'm pretty much done. Diablo 3 I really, really enjoy still, but that's like maybe a day and a half each season, and it's done. And then, alright, now I'm getting close to leveling up. So let's do this. How much of this dungeon is left? Not much of it. So let's do this. Let's bail. Let me get just a couple more kills. Hopefully I don't level. I'm dangerously close. Let's bail. We'll go to a new fresh map. And we'll grab that omen. Didn't look at that one. Alright, I'll look at it later. Alright. Which one? Brilliance. Let's grab a fresh map. Go dry sea. Yeah, that's probably fine. Going on, Green Ghost? How you doing, man? Oh man, I should have been. I'm gonna waste my minute. You only get a minute. There's 2 bars in a minute, and under a minute though. Need to use those on what's that map with the huge XP? There's a nice pack.
Just need a moment to catch me.
That wasn't too bad, I guess. That was like 5 bars before the omen expired. I'll have to look at the prices on clusters. I'll probably end up just rolling one myself. I want to save my divines in case I swap over to Power Siphon, which I probably am going to do. Like I said, I really thought this was going to be a little bit more visually pleasing. I'm sitting here thinking I'm on my RF throwing ice trap, or fire traps. Oh, you know what? It might be level 86 I need to get to. Well, I mean, I can get a taste of it by getting one of those. I'm going to use 2 of those unique jewels. I'll get a little taste of the power. Probably just... Ooh. Sadly, it's that one. I mean, better than nothing, but... not worth selling, and I definitely don't have 11 more of them right now. Oh, we'll take it. You know what? Easy 30 chaos or 40 chaos or whatever. Kind of trivial with the lantern alerts and whatnot. I'm wondering too if that freeze ring would play well with this. I can't remember what it's called. I'll have to look. I'm sure I've got one. I know I've got one. I used it while leveling. Yeah, I really need to self-cast this Ice Storm.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
So we got like 50 or 60 turkeys chilling out in the front yard right now. Crazy. I mean, we see turkeys all the time, but usually not that many of them. Big ones, too. This is a little, kind of a memey Cyclone Ice Storm build. So basically, I'm using Cyclone to proc Ice Storm. Just a loop around, yeah. Whatever, Sparky boy. So it freezes the living shit out of everything, and then it actually hits really hard, too, as you get scaled up. Like, right now I'm in absolute trash gear. So I'm trying to get leveled up a little bit more, that way I can get some better gear. I'm not sure, it might be cheaper just to buy some gear than it will be to try to craft it, since the economy is so wrecked. The economy's not in a good way this league. Oh, you know what? I know what I'm doing, was doing wrong with my curses now. I wasn't self-casting. The orb. And the reason was I had it shouldn't be 6-link. It should have been punishment, frostbite, hex touch, and then that orb of storms or whatever linked together, and then frost shield. What else was there? Or right now I just got frost shield and cast when damage taken, which that's fine. Here's my totem chest. They selling for anything? Oh. Throw it in the fodder box. Feed it to the disenchanter guy. If I change conch effect, I'll definitely put in something to supplement the Ice Storm. Do I even have any cold clusters to roll on? I'm sure I do. Ooh, clusters. Dirt. It's a medium. There's one. Yeah, I got a couple of them I can roll on. Looks like I already had one sitting here to roll on to. but I don't have any augs. Disorienting display. Hold to the core. That's what I want, but I don't want it with mana regen. I mean, if I could get another one on top of it, that'd be awesome, but what's my chances? Huh. It's not what I want. But that might be a starter cluster I could use until I get the one I want. What I want to change, if I change Conquering Effect for anything, I will probably change it for... Yeah, I mean, Energy Leech would definitely be a good choice. Just don't know if I want to do that quite yet.
Godslayer, good day.
Let me see, do I have any? Doesn't look like I have one.
Hail Godslayer.
What is that, blue? No? Green? Oh, it's a support, derp. That's definitely not a bad thought. Try it out. That'll make my Cyclone very smallly more visually appealing, but it still doesn't like... I guess my expectations were just off. Like, it's such a small area, the Ice Storm is. I really, really wanted it to be all over the screen. There's 6 of the 12 available at launch, Sam. It's the Monk, the Mercenary, the Warrior, the Witch, and 2 more. I can't remember what the other 2 are.
Prepared.
Another dry sea. God, man, I feel like I'm so far away. Yeah, or that's right, the Ranger. Or is that what they're calling it? The Ranger's a 5th one. The Mercenary was the one using the crossbow. That's either the Monk or the Mercenary is probably who I'm going to start.
Not all murders are equal. Just need a moment to catch up.
The monk and the mercenary both look really, really enjoyable to me. Oh, this one must have had chaos conversion. I think the trees will be pretty similar. It's just they might be bigger. I think they'll be fairly similar. They just they're more visually appealing with all the little curves and stuff in the lines. Yeah, I can anoint the boots. I just haven't yet. Like I said, this is not even remotely in decent gear because I don't want to spend anything on it until I know I want to play it. And right now, as it stands, I'm thinking I'm probably going to swap over to Power Siphon Mines. Or maybe even Hex Blast. So, since I plan on swapping it over, I'm not going to invest anything into this. The good anoints... The golden oil is crazy expensive this league. And I've actually done a lot of blight maps, and I've gotten no golden oil drops. I haven't got any tainted oil either. And all I ever play is corrupted maps. It's been very, very stingy with the golden and tainted oils this league so far. Very, very stingy. Don't have anything else down here, do we? Nope. God, I miss shield charge so much. This is actually going to work out well if I can get a little closer on the XP. I'll blow another Brilliance. Don't want to accidentally level, though. Get out of here so I don't accidentally level up. Yeah, the Necro is the witch. Witch is always a good starter. The Druid, yeah, the Druid won't be there in early access. No bears. No early access bears. No, Druid's not available in early. It's only half of the characters in early access. 30% chance to suppress. Less armor, more suppression. That one's not terrible, I guess. 15%. Let me double check since I'm getting low on chaos again. I want to keep looking at the alerts. There's 7 minutes left on a defiled cathedral. Do I want to do one of those? It's only a tier 6. The crappy one though. Let's do it real quick though, because I need the chaos. I don't want to be selling divines for chaos right now. The demon transformation thing looks super cool. Right, it was a tier 6 defiled with no monster mods. This one's got no monster mods, but I'd like to... Well, I mean, there's not... How much time is left? Yeah, there's 6 minutes left to get it started. I can roll it for something a little better. That one's got variety. That one's no good. That one's fine, but I wish I had more mods. Yeah, see, it's got... Or that's the -1 modifier. So this might be okay, actually. See how many chaos I can get out of this bad boy. Little baby RF with that negative. See, if Streamer Luck existed, even though this is a low-tier map, it would go ahead and drop me an Apothecary, but we all know that that shit is a myth. Well, I know it's a myth anyway, because I never have it. Where are all the mobs? The pack density is really bad. There ain't shit in here. Where are the little rolly balls? There's some. This was probably not worth switching over for. It's not going to be very much. The monk is going to use staves, or however how you choose to pronounce it. No, no. It's a different flavor of monk. Well, flail is not a very monk-like weapon, for sure. That would be more for like a crusader type. Like a Diablo crusader. But it would be cool as shit to have some, like, nunchucks. That'd be awesome. That would probably be an animation nightmare for an animator. Was that a
I
baddie?
cannot do this yet.
I thought I saw one out of the corner of my eye there. It done ran all the way back to the spawn. I don't think that was worth logging over for, but I mean, it's a few chaos. But when all you're trying to do is avoid breaking a divine, yeah, I mean, that was almost 80 chaos. I guess that's not that bad, considering I had zero investment really into it. Couple of exalts too. All right, and that one is, that alert is done because the hour just popped. Let's get back on the old Trickster here.
May human.
All right, and we were about to level, so I wanted to grab another brilliance. Oh, well, I mean, PoE does cosmetics very, very well. So there will no doubt be
With all the gods dead,
an incredible amount of
I should turn my
really,
full
really good looking
attention to
cosmetics.
you. We shall see.
They
how
do the
far you
MTX better than really any ARPG. I mean, they just, the cosmetics in PoE looks really, really good. You know? They just do it very, very right. It's a nice little kick with those omens. That was what? That was about 4 bars that time, looks like. Oh, would you just die already? Thank you. Thank you very much. Them and probably about 500,000 other people. I would bet you they have 500,000 pre-orders of the early access packs yesterday. I'm having luck with the fortunate cards here. Maybe I'll end up getting 12 of them after all.
just need a moment to catch my breath.
Their stream didn't have anywhere near that many, but the combined of all the co-streamers had that. Yeah, as a category on Twitch with everybody, for sure. I mean, you definitely don't want to base purchases off of that, though. Because 90% of those people will not be in because they're playing it because it's free to play and they will not invest any money. You gotta remember the free to play mentality. The people who very, very quickly opened their wallet last night were the people that were at work while that stream was going. Not the people that were watching it. I mean, obviously, there's a bunch of people that were watching it that did instantly. I mean, myself included. You see, I got the cosmetic on right now. But, well, I mean, that's the beauty of it, Sam. You just play them all. You know, play them all and try it out. More than 50 monsters remaining. Well, where the hell did I leave them all? That big dead area up at the top, probably. A few down here, I'm sure. Not that many. Nope. Well, I mean, Diablo's for the... It's more of a game for the masses, you know? That's the crappy part. You look at the passion involved and just the finished product itself. Path of Exile 2 will be 10 times a better game than Diablo 4. And Path of Exile 2 will not get anywhere near the amount of players Diablo 4 has. You know, Diablo 4 is just for that. It's a better overall game for that casual player that only gets a few hours each weekend to play. That's who Diablo 4 is for, you know? But yeah, it's not even close. That and Blizzard's a scummy company. You know, these guys are passionate about what they do. I mean, they play their own game, you know? Yeah, but Blizzard fell off means they're only making $50 billion a year. You gotta realize that. Like, Diablo 4 in its worst possible player base, when it fell off so hard and nobody's playing and it's the end, is still literally 10 times more players than what Path of Exile is. You know? On their busy days. So, I mean, it's relative. But Blizzard falling off means it's still a multi-billion-dollar-a-year company. It's just, you know, it's the nature of the big business, sadly. Just kind of how it goes. Alright, I might as well just save the points for my jewel. And what I'm going to need 8 points? Is that what I'm going to work on? That's a 9 passive slot. Do I have an 8 one? And I can roll on? That's a medium. Here's an 8. I would rather roll on an 8 than a 9. Yeah, so I'll get that one crafted. All right. Armory. Let's try an armory. God, I just want to hit level 85 so I can quit screwing around here. I do want to keep an eye on those alerts. Nothing new up yet for this hour that we're in. God dang it, man. Need to not be doing that. I'm way too low level to be losing XP because I refuse to put any gear on. Son of a bitch. I am not going to sit there and bottom this out. The druid looks way better. I actually got a little meme video I'm probably going to put out showing the difference between the two bears. It is so substantial. Like the Diablo 4 bear is like really bad in comparison, you know? I'll probably turn it into a little YouTube short, a little funny. Just a little funny YouTube short.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
What the hell, man? I am just getting wrecked by everything now. This is so fucking frustrating. That's the difference with this whole, the lantern mods now. Or when the Necro season was here, you could move the stuff around and get really low quantities of the mobs that were going to one-shot you. You know? I think they did. I mean, this obviously, it's a little... Yeah, fuck, man. I just killed my entire XP bar. No, it's not even remotely close. It doesn't... You can't affect the pack sizes or anything. I mean, if it's got a 50% pack size increase modifier on it, you could change it. But if you get a bad group for your build... I mean, granted, this needs to be at about 14,000, not 4,000. And that comes from not having any of the gear yet. But yeah, man, you get a bad set of mods, and it's just gonna completely ruin your day. I'll be happy when PoE 2 gets here. I mean, I've been having fun this league, but I debated so many times on just going back and playing the Settlers League instead of this Necro Settlers event crap. The economy is completely destroyed, and the way they did the Necro mods is just not fun. And you know, in their mind, it was, oh well, we don't have any negatives because it doesn't have the big hard negative mods that the Necros had, the Necro League had. But the Necro League, the dealing with the different mob interactions was literally 1,000 times easier. I mean, it was just a massive, massive difference, you know. I think it'll be a big difference for me getting that, once I get that cluster jewel in and throw at least one of those unique jewels in there. That will be pretty huge. Actually, I could probably throw one in the slot now. I won't get the same benefit out of it. You know what? Let's go do that. Let me see. It's this guy. Split personality. We don't need that other point yet. Let me see what it changes me. See, I'm at 1300 intelligence. Versus... Oh, that wasn't that big of a gain. I expected it to be a larger gain than that. I mean, it's 100 more intelligence, but... Well, it's +5 scaled through an enormous tree specifically designed for that jewel. And then I don't have the mod. That's the other deal, is my gear is shit, so I don't have all of the 10% increased intelligence affixes on everything yet. On anything yet. So that raises it up pretty substantially too. I mean, the entire tree is all set up with that jewel in mind. But there's going to be 3 10% mods on top of it. Get my gold. I don't know. I'm just bummed it's not bigger. Like I said, I don't know. I think my expectations were just delusional. But I really thought it was going to be more screen coverage. I get my my energy shield drop through the floor too. Oh, that's one of the map mods. I already have my build put together. I'm not asking for suggestions. I know what I want to do. The fun for me is spending hours in POB looking at all this stuff. I literally will never take a suggestion from anyone in stream chat. It ruins the fun of the game for me. Just so you know. I know what it scales off of. I spend my hours in POB. And that's the funnest part of the game for me. So not really asking for suggestions. More fodder for the disenchanter. I need to get some of that high value shit, man. This stuff's all worth crap. All right. Only 79, man. I got so much further to go. I could put another point in somewhere and then take it back. That's raw damage. Wasn't my energy shield just at 7,000 a minute ago? Maybe it wasn't. Maybe I'm delusional. I could have swore it was at 7K. Try a 4 here. I'm gonna lose all of my chill on this one. Yeah, it was a funny video. See if I get one tapped. Losing the chill sucks. These boys is zoomers.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Must take all the alterations. Like gold this league. Yeah, I think the losing the chill is probably a deal breaker on this one. Yet. Just fighting myself now. Well, it's just the POB is the best community-made tool ever made for any video game ever. There's nothing that remotely compares to it in any game. And in fact, not having it in other ARPGs just makes you miss it so much. Pardon me. Alright, where was... Oh shit, she's all the way on the other side of the map. God dang it.
Just need a moment to.
I was hoping to get another blighted map. I don't want to buy any of them with the economy such a bad way. Everything is just so stupid priced. Do I run back over there? No, actually that will loop around. Got a couple of tanky boys in the middle of this. This is where I died. That stupid spider jumping all over the place. Go energy shield. Is he gone? No. Damn it, man. Alright. Screw the blight. I think I'm just gonna have to go shopping. Which I do not want to do right now.
Have you got anything for us? What have you got? Things are looking up. Things are looking up.
Oh, good.
Local.
Right. Come on, give me my divines, please. Nope, none this run. That's 2 runs in a row without any divines. That is a bummer. Do I have 10k? Just barely.
They're on their way.
What was I doing again?
Very quickly running out of time. I'll run one. I'll try one more map and see if I keep dying, then I'm just fighting the entire purpose of what I'm trying to do here, and I just need to break down and go shopping. Or buy a bunch of alterations and make some stuff myself. That's probably the better option, but I've just done my fair share of alt slamming this league already. I made some nice stuff. I've sold like 5 RF scepters now for 50 divine a pop. I mean, not the full multi-mirror tier scepter, obviously, but the lower budget craft. Well, the 50 divine craft. I've sold like 5 of those, 5 or 6 of them now. This league. And then that shield I got made the other day, I mean, I'm not going to sell it, but I bet I could sell it for 100 divine if I wanted to. But I'm not ready to give up on my RFness yet. I need to get that other staff, that way I can deal with the tanky mobs. Yeah, this tree is going to get wrecked because I don't have enough single target. Rip tree. Alright, well, no point in hanging out. I'm gonna switch back over from energy leech. I think that it's not much damage, but it was definitely like a 20% damage loss. Go alterations. Need 2,000 more of you, please.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Ambush scarab. Hell yeah. No point in running this, right? Yeah, it's gonna take me 7 years to kill that guy. All right, slow rolling today. Didn't even hit 80. I need to get to, I mean, I'll get there tonight. But anyway, a little bit of a shorty today, but I did want to stream for a couple of hours. But I've got a bunch more videos to get edited up with all the PoE 2 news yesterday and then the DD2 update coming up here in a few days. So I've got a lot of stuff I got to get done. So anyway, a little bit of a shorty today, y'all. Thank you all so much for hanging out, though. Hopefully everyone's having a great start to their week, and we'll be back tomorrow. So thanks a ton, y'all, and I will see you tomorrow.